stopped running? Swear to God I did. Starting to go under fireballs and shit now. Spikes were in way, weren't they? I couldn't do no. Shit. Eh? I ran off the edge, bro. Okay, I got no jump there whatsoever. Oh, okay, I did it wrong. It's better. Oh, should be cheeky then. I'm gonna go underneath it, but fuck that. It's so lame, innit? It's random. I can't predict that. Look, it goes right. It goes low sometimes. Why couldn't it have gone low for me then? Why couldn't I have done that? I think if that fireball had been a low one, I'd have got it done then. Or at least I'd have got to the end, only to find something just shoots me for no reason. See, I just don't get that. That's a sentry gun, you know, with the red beams and they shoot at you. So I don't understand why it's right there above the goal. Oh, fuck off. There's got to be something rotten there, like a brick that gets you killed or something. Just came back randomly. Look at the gap time between when it came back then. That was ridiculous. I saw you then. Even though I was playing, I was still watching down there. Hey? Exploded like to the diagonal right of the fucking thing. Didn't even touch it. Go on, do a high one. Hey, you fucker. Really happy about the speed again. I know I keep going about it, but I'm just glad I can actually get back to there with decent frequency. Because last thing you'd want is to, like, the first 2 rooms and they just kill you like a bitch over and over and over and over. I mean, they have done. Look at the level. It's coated, isn't it? I mean, it was already red to begin with, but fuck me. I'm actually curious what it did look like to begin with now. But it didn't look like this. Do you know those fireballs are the worst thing ever? Oh, that spring's the worst thing fucking ever. No, those fireballs really are the worst thing ever, though. You know, I could tolerate them if they weren't random. You know, when you've got really difficult... Oh, when you've got really difficult challenge, and then you throw randomness into it. Kind of frustrating, to be honest. Not in a good way, neither. Like I say, if it's a deliberate design decision, fair enough. If it's accidental, it needs fixing. It's right in my mocky chops, that fireball, isn't it? Should've just run off the edge, I'd have been fine there. I'm just so scared of those random fireballs. Literally, every time I jump over them, I think it's coming. I never think I'm going to get away with that jump. I always suspect that the fireball is going to hit me. So sometimes I might have actually been able to get away with it, but I don't, because I suspect that it's going to hit me in the face with a fireball. What can you do? I've got no confidence in getting across there without getting hit by a fireball. And now, can I have confidence? Confidence because I can predict the pattern and, you know, learn the pattern and, you know, platform it? No, because there is no pattern. Hence, you have no control. What, outplay it? How? How are you supposed to dodge that? You can't. You haven't got the tool set to dodge. You see that? I could tolerate it being random if you had the skill set to actually dodge random. You know, if you could play it, it wouldn't be quite as bad. But you can't outplay the random. So the random has a really strong advantage over you. Like, look at that, there were a massive gap there to do shit. But look at that, you just don't know when they're coming. There's no frequency. You can go, oh, it's not come for a while. And it's like, yes, sometimes that's correct. Other times it comes back very fast. It goes 1, 2. Other times it goes 1, and it waits a while, and then it goes 2. And all you can do is go on those times and hope for the best. Hope it's not a double time. Now, I'm not so I don't think that's really great, to be honest. It's about my only gripe has been that, like I said, I was on the fence about the random, and this hasn't been the best stage because it was actually working out fairly interesting and fairly fine up to now. Where when you've paired it with very strong difficulty and very high random, I don't think it's the best of combinations. I think adding in random factors when skill is involved is never a good way to go. But my personal opinion. That's something though, isn't it? Get the pattern a bit better. That's the last safe spot though, surely, isn't it? And even then, it's not really safe, is it? I've got to actually jump and avoid it. Do you know, I didn't control it right. I was surprised I actually got through that bit to begin with. Like I say, it feels like I've done this. And it's the randomness. I mean, whatever else is to come is still to come, obviously. But it feels like I've done it. And it's the randomness that's stopping me. I know it sounds like a bit of an excuse, but, I mean... I know, like I said, I know it sounds like an excuse, but at the same time, it's not really. I would have gotten further if it had not been for random factors. And that is fact. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, look about that fucking other one next to it spinning round.
You couldn't. It's every other time it'll work.
Ah, yeah, I see. No, it's not safe spot at all, is it, really? Fuck's sake. Nice. Don't know how much to do with that, but I was in between the gap. Oh, fuck's sake. Stop pissing around. Stop pissing around! I'm sure it's fucking starting to lag a little bit. It is, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna reset the room, dudes. It was starting to, remember on one of the earlier episodes I said it was starting to lag a little bit? Holy shit!
So clean.
Wow! It's a bit of a difference, is that, isn't it? Shit. Cause don't worry, I'll soon fucking cut the stage red. I just can't find a good spot. That'd have been alright, but that fireball was too high. Fucking spikes. I could have got away with that. Not that though. Yeah, I'm glad you noticed about blood. I was just going to go back to world map, and then you went go back out the door. So, oh yeah, that's a good idea, so. Because it was lagging in one of the earlier episodes, and I wasn't fucking sure why, but it's because I've got blood on like ultra. So it's pretty much saving it all, I think. Vast majority of it anyway. Yeah. My thoughts exactly. Despite it was just in a bad pattern, wasn't it? Horrible. Fuck, I forgot about that one. Fucking hell. I'll bet eager for jump then. Shit. It begins. No, I don't. Hard work, guys. Serious. Very hard. Oh my god. You know, I really, really do rave this game, guys. I would recommend it all the time, anytime. And I was looking at the deathmatch and race levels, because there's separate levels for deathmatch and racing, and they're really good. They look really fun as well. I would recommend the shit out of this game, but I'm almost starting to feel like if I don't get this done in this episode, I might not bother. The randomness is starting to annoy me, actually. Not the difficulty, but the random. I don't agree with it as a platforming mechanic. Everything in platform games have patterns. That's the whole point. And I think when you throw random shit into the mix, I mean, there's some stuff that's random, but not to this kind of level. I just don't agree with it. But I really, really, really do want it finished. I really strongly disagree. I mean, I'm just being honest. I really, really dislike the random mechanic. It was great in the early levels. As it's gotten harder, it's gotten a lot more frustrating. Not because the game's gotten harder, it's because the random has had a larger effect on the actual finishing it. Fucking light cam, thanks for that, bro. That was a wasted attempt, that. Got me well killed. Just fucking you know, like, I was crouched on that middle platform when I saw it, it just stood me up.
No, you were stood there.
What stood where?
On that platform, you were stood there, the way.
Oh, fair enough. I thought I was fucking crouched, mate.
No, you weren't. That's what was funny.
Well, no, on that middle platform down there.
No, you were on the one to the right there. Like that ledge.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, it's one thing to be hard, it's another thing to deliberately spike the difficulty with a random factor. And like I say, I mean, I was reading some reviews on Desera, and I think some folk agree. Fantastic game, nobody disses it, but it's just the randomness at the end. That's what I heard people saying at the end, and I think I've got to agree. I've got to agree, because that last bit I could do if the lava balls were in a pattern. I could figure it out, and it could feel like I'm learning to do that bit better. But at the moment, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like I'm progressing, because it just feels like it's entirely on luck. If I get a good start, I might get through it, but on the other hand, I might get a fantastic start and still get shut down through no fault of my own. That's what it feels like. Whether that's the case or not is up for debate, but I think that's how it is. Had to just touch me, didn't it? But I'm not gonna go, like I say, I'm not gonna go on about it, guys, because it just sounds like I'm either A, looking for an excuse, or B, fucking having an attack on the game and stuff like that, which is both wrong, really. I'm not looking for excuses, and I certainly ain't attacking the game. I fucking like this game a lot. But like I say, I'm just being honest, just throwing out my my genuine gripe. Almost. That's the first we've been. If I hadn't been spiked by it, I'd have got over it, wouldn't I? On to the next one. Bing, bing, bing. Into goal. Getting really close. That's why I don't need an excuse, because it's going to get done. Even with its random factors, it's going to get done. Even with random factors, it's going to get done. So, it's a non-factor. It's not a non-factor, because it has delayed me massively. But, like I said, I'm not going to bang on it. I'm not going to bang on. Saying that, it's kind of hard not to bang on about it when that's the thing that's stopping me at the moment. Well, not that at the time, obviously, but... Hey, yo, I need to pay attention again. Oh, I could have gone underneath you. But I didn't. No worries. Oh, got away with it. Oh, if I had just run and run off the edges rather than jumping beforehand. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it! That's what gets me killed. And that. Sorry guys, I don't really have the energy to get fucking angry or demoralised or anything anymore. I don't know. It's gone into that phase where it feels like it should be done, feels like it could be done, feels like I'm gonna get it done. So that's all I'm focused on now. That's all I'm focused on, getting it done. That's all I want. Don't want to get mad. Don't want to get fucking angry. Don't want to take the piss and have a laugh. I want it done. It's gonna get done. That's the only goal now. Only goal. Victory. Well, the goal's right there. That's my goal. Everything else is secondary. Thank fuck! My god, I just... They finally reached their destination. I barely have the energy to fucking read it. But just what did they accomplish? What will happen to them now? Was their struggle for naught? Was it fuck? Did it? That's not for naught. It got done. Oh, HTSF, man. HTSF. Oh, it didn't make me throw it backwards. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's done. It's done. I'm not gonna have people going, oh, you're gonna go for it backwards. Go for it backwards now. No, thank fuck. Ah. Because that's what I expected, you know. Get to the end. You know what? You know what? I actually have a bit of tobacco on me. So I'm gonna have a victory smoke because it's deserved. Oh. Basically saying no. It's very light on story, is it not? I don't know, maybe if you unlock... I don't know, maybe because there's all those secret paths, weren't there? Maybe if you clear... I mean, I'll I'll just no, I'll stay on here for a moment. I'll have a smoke. But you know all the secret routes? Maybe if you complete every single stage, if you get to the goal, it does a different ending. That's what I'd like to think. That's what I'd like to think. Or it unlocks like a different mode, like reverse mode, or something like that. But as far as I'm concerned, motherfucker done. Motherfucker done. Because seriously, I was seriously dreading. Like, you finish it, and like, it's done. Now do it backwards, fuck this. But the thing is, I wouldn't have been able to say fuck this. It's like Meat Boy. I still get folk saying, I mean, I'm not going at anybody, I'm just saying it's kind of funny, like. But I still get folk going, like, go do that world, go do that world. And it's like, no, fuck that. Not now. I do intend to go do that world, but no, not yet. And it's the same with this. It'll be one of those things that at some point I'll come back and I'll clean up all the extra levels. And I'll see if I'll have a read around as well and see if there's an extra ending. And if there is, I'll come back at some point, but not soon. Not soon. I feel really bad for having a dig at the game now about the random thing, you know. I do. I feel really bad about that. Because I wanted to have a dig at it the first few times it happened. You know, about the mechanic of randomness. But I thought, no, don't, because you'll get it done within an hour or two, so just don't have a go at it. And then I was saying shit like, oh, you know, if I didn't finish it, I'm almost not sure if I care. But I did care, really. I was just bleating. You get to that point where, I mean, like I say, you get to a point and you just start fucking attacking everything. And that's the kind of point where, oh my god. Did you see it at the end when I was jumping across, or were you not looking then? What were you looking? I just got into that fucking, I dodged that first bullet, and I just went, let's go. Let's just fucking go, man. Full throttle forward, and let's just, and I had to dodge another one, didn't I? And then I didn't get into goal properly. Sentry was there shooting at me, I didn't get into the middle of it. I was like, holy shit. I think I just got in before it fired at me. But as soon as I dodged that first bullet, and there were no beams in the way of me, I thought, right, fuck this. Hold forward and jump, and pray to your moggy lord that you'd get through it, and sure enough we did. Like I say, I feel bad, me. I feel bad I had to dig at the game for the randomness, and, you know, saying, you know, because of that randomness, and I almost don't care if I finished it or not. I feel really bad for saying that. I take that back, I do. But I take back saying that, I do, and apologise. But because that, like I say, that was just, to be fair, guys, 2 hours, and it's the 3rd hour today I've recorded. So, like I say, I'm drained, so you can forgive me a little bit. But the thing about the randomness in platform games, I actually don't take back. That is my own opinion. I don't agree with a random factor. I did like it when it was lower down the difficulty curve. You know, when it was going through the first, like, 5 worlds, it wasn't so bad. When it started to get really difficult, you didn't need randomness in there to make it hard. I would have preferred them to make the static patterns more difficult, rather than making them difficult and then making it really difficult by adding in random. I would have preferred it the other way. I'd have preferred it like the original way I said, where just the normal patterns are harder. I would have preferred it that way. But in fairness, it made it a unique game, because take Super Meat Boy as an example. Super Meat Boy doesn't really have any times where you don't know what's going to happen. It doesn't cheese you out. It would be, or I don't like to call it cheese me. I like to call it the R-type, where you didn't know what was going to happen, hence you died. You could do nothing to avoid it because you didn't know. You know, like in R-type, there's certain areas, and you need to be in a certain area at a certain time, otherwise you're gonna die, and you don't know that the first time you're playing. So I like, and that's the same. Like, I want to be the guy in it. You're gonna get killed by an apple that says, "Right, I'm gonna go down," and you go, "Well, fuck, I didn't know that." Okay, so there's an apple next to it. So next time you go, "Right, you're gonna go down." So you bait it out. Okay, you carry on running. Apple doesn't do anything next time, but when you have to jump over it coming back, it now goes up and shit like that, and you know, stuff that you just didn't know the first time. So it had a bit of R-type in it. it had some solid platforming skill required, you know, like snaking around shit and stuff like that, like I Want to Be the Guy and other platform games. A solid difficulty that, I'd say overall it was more difficult than Light World of Meat Boy, but it was, if you took away the randomness of the last level, I'd say the last level was easier than Light World of Super Meat Boy. So it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Harder than I Want to Be the Guy? Dunno. I think I Want to Be the Guy is more heavily leaning on R-type formula. So you learn the formula and you require a solid platforming skill base as well. But I'd say it's 50-50 between R-type and actual platforming skill. I'd say this is about 80% platforming skill. Meat Boy is about 100% platforming skill. There's nothing else to it. There's no cheese. There's no random. It's just skill. And it's a bit more lenient at times. And I think it doesn't feel, apart from like the Cotton Alley type stages where the repetition is high, it doesn't feel too repetitious, so I don't know. It's a weird one. You know what? I think I'm gonna I'm gonna abstain from saying which is harder. I think I Want to Be the Guy was harder than Meat Boy. Yeah, I think I Want to Be the Guy was harder than Meat Boy, and I think this is on level with Meat Boy. Especially if you go for, I think if you go for a Dark World, Meat Boy is probably harder. But if you're just comparing what I've done so far, I'm gonna say number 1 to I Want to Be the Guy, and number 2 split with Bloody Trapland and Meat Boy. I don't want to call which one's the harder one of the two. But yeah, like I was saying, Bloody Trapland has a nice little balance between R-type, formula, and platforming skill. And it's got its own little stuff in there as well, and then you tack on some randomness. That's what I was saying about the random. It actually adds to its own little thing, but it becomes frustrating in the last couple of levels. So it's a double-edged sword, in my opinion. It's great up to the end, and at the end I think it's an exercise in frustration with it. Because at the end there, I didn't do anything that I hadn't been doing for the last last hour or something like that. But I got a break with the luck. I managed to get lucky and dodge the first fireball or bullet or whatever like that. Well, sorry, the first fireball, and then I dodged the bullet, and then I was off. So I suspect some people would have more stronger opinions one way or the other for that mechanic, but like I say, I think it was fine until the end, and then at the end, I don't know, I didn't agree with it. But the game overall, I really enjoyed that, and the sheer fact that you've got the race modes, oh yeah, and the cooperative and stuff like that. Like you could have 4 players sat right here. You know, I could have Bogue on stick, Claire on pad. I could be on the keyboard. Get me fucking mum down, play on another keyboard or something like that, or whatever. I don't know. Or you could have 2. But yeah, get one of the cats to play. Why not? Well, I think that's excellent. Is that where 4 of you could go through the event like My Brother's Wii? Like I love that mechanic in My Brother's Wii as well. I thought it was awesome. I'm a big fan of cooperative platform games because it's unique. Because usually it's just you in it. Sometimes you get 2 of you. To have the ability to play 4 of you is fucking excellent. But the race mode looks like it'd be absolutely fucking hilarious. And deathmatch, it sounds a bit like Mario War. If you anybody ever played that? Fire it into Google. It's pretty fun actually. Mario War. So it sounds like you got like a bit of Mario War, and race, which seems like it might be a little bit like Rascals, but not really. It's more like I Want to Be the Guy in a race mode, really. And the main mode, and it's all good. It felt about the right kind of time as well. I mean, how many hours did it take now? It was 3 before yesterday, wasn't it? And 3 today. So 6 hours. That's not bad for a platform indie game. I think that's fine. Is that nice difficulty curve? Which is always a lot of people don't ever mention, like in platform games, like the difficulty curve. I think it's really important, mate. Really important. If the difficulty curves up nicely, when you get to the end, you go, yeah, this is fine. Is this? Whereas, like, some games, you just get really odd spikes. I must say, Meat Boy had some very strange spikes in it. Not dissing, I'm just saying, just talking. Just rambling at the end. Meat Boy had some strange spikes in it. Like, sometimes it was just too easy. Like, you get to, like, halfway through the game, and it was easier than the first world. And some of the bosses were like, eh? And then other bits was just like, holy shit, what the hell? This is not like Ghouls and Ghosts. Fucking, that's Ash for Arthur, is that? It's like, you just start at the beginning of the game, and it says, it may as well just print it on screen, print screen. It's hard. And it doesn't change. It's like, it's hard. And he's like, was it going to get harder? No, it's just going to stay hard. It's like, oh, okay. Fucking first world's hard as the rest of it. Ridiculous. I really, really enjoy that, guys. I would highly, highly recommend that. And I would certainly recommend it sometime soon. Unfortunately, by the time this gets uploaded, it might have gone off sale. I apologise about that. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. I do try to crank them out as fast as I can, video-wise, but it's worth full price, guys. I think so. Like I said, I think I paid a £5 for it, and I think it's worth a tenner, mate. It's good, especially if you're going to play it online. If you've actually got a bunch of buddies to play it with, like local co-op, snag it. Seriously, if you all don't find it fun, I would be so surprised. Shit, I'll give you the tenner back. I would be very surprised. What? I'm not making no contractual agreement to that, by the way, but that's how much it gets my sealed recommendation. If you've got like 2 to 4 buddies and you play race and adventure and deathmatch, and for some reason you all don't enjoy it, I would be so surprised, man. Seriously, and I can guarantee out of 4 of you, at least half of you are going to say, let's play that again. Seriously, because it's good fun, is that? That would be a riot. I'm dying to get Bogan and Clarion on a game of that, because it's nice and simple as well. It's only one button. It's one button. You can you can press down to duck, and you can press a button to jump, and you got variable jump height. You can explain it to somebody in 10 seconds what the controls are. And deathmatch, you Mario people on the head. It's like, it's standard mechanics. If you played Mario, you can play deathmatch. So I highly, highly recommend that, guys. And I mean, to be fair, there's very few games that I don't highly, highly enjoy at the end. I tend to play games I enjoy. So, or I think I'm gonna enjoy. So it usually ends up good. It usually ends up good. Anyway, guys, I shall finish rambling. A bad little end ramble there, but still. I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I'll catch you next time. See you, dudes!